What's going on YouTube? It's Jeff Toffner here, and in this video we're going to take a look at the top 10 moments from this past WrestleMania 33 weekend. Alright, so let's start with some of the honorable mentions. One of them is Finn Balor's return to Monday Night Raw. Now the reason that I kept this off the list was because I felt the return was too obvious. We all saw it coming. If WWE had made it more of a surprise or did it in a better way, then I probably would have put it on the list, but it was still nonetheless a cool moment to see Finn Balor return. Alright, a couple of other honorable mentions include two matches from WrestleMania. One of them being Seth Rollins versus Triple H, the other being AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. They were both great matches, but just so many big things happening this past weekend that they just couldn't fit onto the list. So I should have probably made this a top 15 moments because it was just such a big weekend. Alright, so the number 10 moment from this past WrestleMania 33 weekend will go to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony as a whole. I decided not to pick one particular person. I figured everyone was deserving of this spot here because it was just a great show and everyone deserves to be on the spot. So, Hall of Fame number 10 on the list here. Number 9 on the list is Jeff Hardy's Swanton Bomb from WrestleMania. So, after surprising everyone, Matt and Jeff Hardy showed up at WrestleMania and were entered into the making it a fatal 4-way match, ladder match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Jeff Hardy wasted no time doing what he does best, and that was going up to the top of the ladder outside the ring and hitting a Swanton Bomb through a ladder that had Cesaro on it. Number 8 on this list is Kurt Angle getting appointed the new Raw GM. So after there were many rumors swirling that Kurt Angle could be coming back in the WWE, but nobody knew what way it would be, and there was an opening for the Raw general manager spot. So Vince McMahon showed up on Monday, making his return for the first time in many months, and he said that he had decided on a new Raw GM, and that GM would be Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle came out to a huge pop from the Orlando crowd, and now is the GM of Monday Night Raw. Number 7 is The Revival making their main roster debut on Monday Night Raw. So the much anticipated debut of The Revival came this Monday when the New Day issued an open challenge to anyone, and that almost sparked immediately that it could be one of the NXT teams, and The Revival it was only about time that they made their main roster debut, and it was them. They answered the challenge and they put on a pretty good back and forth match with the New Day where they picked up the win. So with number 6 here, we continue with the NXT main roster debuts, and this one was on SmackDown the next night. Ty Dillinger answered an open challenge from Kurt Hawkins, so we continue with the open challenge theme here as well. Well, Ty Dillinger answered it right when Hawkins said 10. Ty's music hit, huge pop from the crowd. Great moment there. Number 5 on this list is the opening to Monday Night Raw the day after Mania. It opened with chants of The Undertaker for about 5 minutes. Then that eventually phased into Roman sucks chants, and then Roman Reigns himself came out in the ring and stood in that ring for almost 10 whole minutes with the crowd just chanting everything they could possibly think of at him. It's going to be a moment that no one's really going to forget, and it looked like, the crowd really is turned on Roman this time, and it's about time. I think it's time we finally see a Roman full-on heel turn. Number 4 on this list was probably the biggest of the 3 NXT call-ups to the main roster. This one occurred on SmackDown as well. Right after the Ty Dillinger match, Shinsuke Nakamura called up to the main roster, confronting The Miz and Maurice. What an entrance. Probably the best entrance currently in the WWE. One of the best entrances all time. Shinsuke Nakamura is now in the main roster. Another great moment there. The NXT call-ups are always amazing the days after WrestleMania. Number 3 on this list is the triple threat tag team match between The Revival, The Authors of Pain, and DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano from NXT TakeOver Orlando. This match was definitely going to be one of the better matches of the night, and it definitely lived up to the expectations. A great match where we saw The Revival and DIY put their differences aside, try to team up, take out the Authors of Pain. That didn't work. The Authors of Pain retained their titles. Nonetheless, though, one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. Number 2 on this list will be the Hardy Boys' return to the WWE, where they won the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania. So there were rumors going around for months now that the Hardys could be on their way to the WWE. And it finally happened at the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania, when they shocked the world and showed up at WrestleMania and were in the tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The ladder match, a match almost meant for them, and they won the titles too. So now they're the champs. It was an unforgettable moment, great moment at WrestleMania. Alright, so the number one moment from this past WrestleMania 33 weekend will be The Undertaker's presumably last match in the WWE. The last match of the great Undertaker, the Phenom, that came against Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania. After the match, truly one of the great legends walked away from the ring, probably for the final time. A moment no one will ever forget. The Undertaker's last match in WWE. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Let me know if there are any moments you thought I missed in this video and what your top moments were from this past WrestleMania weekend. Truly a weekend that no wrestling fan will probably ever forget. One of the better WrestleManias all time. That's it. Like this video, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you soon.